because the mail came, and with the mail came two more pens. I've already opened the boxes, so you don't get to watch me do that. I know I just got one of these, so now I've got two, but actually I have three. And this is a problem. The pressure bar is not pushing up against the lever as strongly as it should. So I'll fix that, hopefully. I have a feeling, as I had told you with the other one I recently bought, it took me a while to find the right nib for it. And I still haven't found the right nib, but I found the nib that makes sense to me. It's this one right here. This is a Schaefer number 3 nib. So of course it's not the right nib, correct nib. But it is the right for the feel of this pen. This pen is so light and so thin that the very, very hairline, fragile, thin line that comes out of this nib is what this pen seems to want. Pardon me. I just gobbled a sandwich. This nib, I'm just guessing, is going to be too broad and a little too inflexible. Oh, well, it's actually flexible, more than I thought it would be. But it's very broad. Well, I don't want to say very, it's broad, which to my mind doesn't belong in this pen, but I'll leave it in this pen. This pen I will sell. It's a very lovely nib, and it works perfectly fine in this pen, and I'll leave it there. I will fix the lever and fix this. This is just a little loose. I'll put a little tiny piece of tape there to add extra thickness to the thing to hold it in better. It's the official pen repair for that particular problem. It's really in nice shape. There's no dings, there's no issues with it. Might even look better than this one. And this has some wear on it, which doesn't bother me. I mean, of the two, this one is in better shape than this one, but in this case I would prefer to keep the one that's a little bit more worn, because I would be afraid to use this one because I'd drop it on the floor or something. Not that I do that often, but I might. The other pen that came to me today was this one. And this one, the seller, I believe, said, "Are you the Pierre Gustafson that used to do blah, blah, blah?" And I said, "Yes, I am in fact that same Pierre Gustafson." And she was an honor to sell me a pen, she said. He or she. I think it was a she, though. I don't know why I think that. Okay, it's a little scratchy. You out there sold me this pen. What I've done is I've just pushed it. It's not centered, as you can see on the feed, but I will do this more correctly. It was just set in here a little bit incorrectly, so the tines were a little uneven. This has a very lovely nib. And when I get it so it won't be scratchy, I'm sure it'll be fine. Good pen for writing and for most calligraphy, I think. Less good for drawing because it's just a little bit fine. It just has a little tiny scratch to it, and I think, again, it's something where I can tweak it to work. And as many of you know, I will not attack it with a emery paper or polishing sandpaper, because I just don't do that. Yeah, it wants to be sometimes sometimes the nib is just not in the sweet spot. I'm looking under the loop at the one of the tines is just, this one needs to go down a little bit. Down a little bit more. Looks better. You can see that little flash of a light there? That's from the left tine. It's just needs to be tweaked. Now sometimes it's fine here, but when I set it in the, ouch, that's sharp. When I set it in the pen, because the pen feed and the section are misaligned, it tends to go in the wrong spot. It's not exactly a perfectly square hole, perfectly round hole. It's sometimes a little bit out of round, and so there is a sweet spot. And I don't want to do this now because I need to soak it, and it needs a new sack anyway. I was under the impression that this was already sacked. So I put the nib on the clip like that so I know which pen it goes in, and I've soaked this in water. I've got two other pens in here that I'm fixing for someone else. And so I will try to fix those as well today. So all in all, let's go back to this one. Why are you doing that? Oh, this is the one that's... I'm trying to soak to get all the old ink out of this one because it's just gummy ink in there. This is the one I'm going to be talking and showing off to Wasky Squirrel later today. So I want it to be on its best behavior, because you're going to be, in 2 hours, you're going to be live. Well, not live, you'll be recorded. And Wasky and I will talk about this pen, and he'll talk about his pen, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, bye.